need to be out in a coffee shop. So my ritual involves me getting out into my local town, going into one of my favorite coffee shops. So there's life happening around me, a nice fresh batch of coffee, and then I work away. Yeah. So that's kind of my ritual. Editing, I can edit in coffee shops, but I can also edit at home on my desk. So editing, once with editing, I can do it in bed, I can do it at my desk, I can do it wherever. Writing, I have to be out. I have to be in a coffee shop. I have to be surrounded.
It's noisy around you. How do you keep track of things? How do you can you focus and put things into paper when there is like sounds around you in the street, in the coffee shop? How usually you need some. I think maybe I don't know. Maybe for me, if I want to, I'm not that. I wouldn't say I am a book writer that much, but if I want to write something, I would go to a quiet place. Sometimes I use, for example, we used to study as groups in coffee shops and these kind of things. But when that happens, you lose focus of things. You start drinking your coffee or whatever, and you start talking and chatting, and you forget the main thing. So how does that work out good for you? Yeah.
You're the normal writer. I speak to most writers and they're like, how do you do that? Most writers like to write in silence. They like a nice view. They like, maybe a little bit of background music, but that's it. And that's a strange thing. If I was working from home and I had music in the background, I would struggle. But when I'm in a coffee shop and it's just live, I don't know. I find it makes it easier for me. If I'm writing in a quiet room, it feels very serious. It feels very pressured. I don't know. Maybe it reminds me a little bit of like tests at school. You know, when you're in like a big hall and everyone's quiet and it's just so silent, it just feels very serious to me. Whereas when I'm out in a coffee shop, it just feels a bit lighter. It feels a little bit more informal. It's like, you can write if you want, but at the same time, if it's not coming, you can just have a little look around, do a bit of people watching. You can sip on your coffee. You can listen to a bit of music and let out your mind wander. And honestly, most of the time, I just find myself blocking it out. It's like I'm aware of it. I can hear the grinding of coffee beans and the clatter of coffee cups and the background chatter from tables around me, but I just kind of block it out.
You're mentioning the movie, I think Lucy or Limitless here. These kind of things are happening. Like you have like, yeah, you know,